What's up, motherfuckers? Skulls here, and welcome to Better Than COD, a show about games that are better than COD. Today is the game I'm sure all of you knew was coming, Battlefield. Specifically, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 is a first-person shooter that was released on last-gen and next-gen consoles and on the PC on October 29th of 2013. Battlefield 4 was created by Digital Illusions Creative Entertainment, or as we like to call it, DICE. DICE is also the creators of Mirror's Edge and Star Wars Battlefront. So what makes Battlefield 4 better than COD? Well, there's a lot of little things that make this game better than COD, but one of the main things that make this game better than COD is on PC and on next-gen consoles, you have the opportunity to play on a 64-man server. For anybody who tried Battlefield on last gen, where it was basically impossible to play on a 64-man server, a lot of those people said that it was not fast-paced, it was boring, they couldn't find people. But if you play it on next gen, or if you ever played it on PC, you experience that 64-man server, and that shit get crazy. Maybe on some maps, that people like to do their own custom servers, they put it on small maps and shit. That's a little stupid, that's a little hectic, but it's crazy. And even on the bigger maps, as long as you're moving around and you're playing the objective, if you're playing the objective mode, you're more than likely gonna find somebody in about 15-20 seconds of spawning. And if you spawn on your teammate, it could be even faster action, although if you do that, you might die because your teammate's probably getting shot at the same time you spawn it. But nonetheless, a 64-man server is the greatest thing of all times, and it's awesome that they released it for the next gen consoles, because now the console gamers can now experience what the PC always had. Next is Levolution. Now, I don't really see the Levolution that much, but when I do, it's pretty fucking epic. And if one person or the whole team helps create the Levolution, for most of the maps, it changes how you should play the rest of the game. It's almost like playing two different maps in one gameplay, which is pretty fucking cool. And third but not least, kinda goes on to Levolution, is the maps. I like most of the maps. There are a couple that I just fucking hate because that's not how I roll, but most of the maps are pretty damn good. I would like to say my two favorite maps are Lockdown and Zavad 311 or whatever the fuck it is. Those maps are perfect for the type of playstyle that I want to play Battlefield as. And I wish I had the time and money to play those map packs, because those shits seem a hell of a lot more worth it than any Call of Duty map pack ever. Now, there are a couple things that I don't really like about this game, and the first is the long ass loading time to get into a game. It takes almost 2 to 5 minutes every single time you want to find a new server to join, and you just gotta stare looking at the fucking picture with the goddamn map and the goddamn game mode, just waiting. And when you do actually join, the game could possibly be over. I mean, you can prevent yourself from actually getting into a game that's about to end, because you can see the score, you can see the time limit before you even join the server. At least on PC you can see that. But maybe you know it's about to be over, but you just want to get a couple kills, you want to just try out a gun real quick, and you don't want to play a whole game and then back out. Or you want to join before it shows the scoreboard and going on to the next game, so that way you can be there right at the beginning. But I don't think it'll let you join if it's loading the next game. Another thing I hate, which I doubt it could be changed, maybe it can, is both Battlefield and Battlefield 4 that I know of uses the browser so you can browse servers. I don't really understand why that's not in the game itself. Maybe it's because some things are just not compatible with just opening up the game and having inside the game where you choose a server and you can choose the filters and all that. Is that not possible to have in the game, or is it just some features that are on the browser that just can't transfer over? Because that's just fine. It's just, I wonder why this game uses the browser, because I'm pretty sure Battlefield is like the only game that uses the browser for you to go find a lobby. Another thing that I dislike about Battlefield 4 is that they did not bring close quarters back like they did in Battlefield 3. Now, I think in Battlefield 3 a lot of people hated it because that's not what Battlefield is about, but I liked it because it kind of introduced me to the game. Like, once they announced that they was going to have close quarter maps like Call of Duty, I was like, oh hell yeah, now I'll be able to really try the game, because I'm coming from Call of Duty, they might as well have close quarter maps to help me out to understand the game, to get the real feel of it, and then I can maybe move on to the bigger maps, play Rush and Conquest and all that, because I really don't like that shit. I still don't, but I think eventually I would have liked it if they would have brung Close Quarters to Battlefield 4 as well. But those are the few things that I don't really like about the game. There's probably a couple more, but they're really small. It's not a big fucking deal. A lot of people like to bitch about the game being buggy as shit. I haven't seen anything like that. I ain't seen anything really buggy except for the rubber band man that be all stretching to the second story and shit. But that's really it. And this has been Better Than COD, a show about games that are better than COD. Anyways, motherfuckers, that's it. And I'm out.